What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simba Sports Hub, man, where we talk all things Washington Commanders football, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Day 12 is officially in the books, chat. And we got a lot to discuss, chat. We got a lot to talk about because your boy Simba was in attendance today, man. I was live at practice for this joint practice against the Miami Dolphins. It was a lot that went on, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot that went on. Seeing the offense and the defense on one side of the field and the offense on the other side, closer to the stands, and we know we got to see JD5. We got to see our franchise quarterback. But your boy Simba was kind of like losing focus of the offense and actually going into the defense, man. I got to run into some good people, man. Shout out to Big Herb, man. Seen a lot of the content creators in the building, man. Shout out to them, man. Major shout out to Rio Robinson, man. Josh Taylor football, man. So Washington Carter, man, out up in the stands. So Bleeding B and G there. My guy Overtime Otis, man. So a lot of people in the building, man, that was tuned into this joint practice, man. And it was electrified. Like, it was exciting to see the guys run out on the field. It was exciting to see the guys practice. Again, I haven't been able to make it to every practice that the Commanders had so far during the training camp, and I was able to pull up to this one. And I ain't gonna lie, from my purview, y'all already know from these four eyes that I got, I actually see that who's your most disappointing player in your opinion. Who's your most disappointing player in your opinion? We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get back to you. What's that say? I am not going to butcher that. I'm gonna say it, but what it do? My guy was popping with you. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Thank you all for having. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday, man. But let's get into my POV from practice. And I'll answer that disappointing practice. I mean, the disappointing question, like who's probably disappointed me the most. As a player on the mob real quick, but just right now, yo, what it do? Jake was popping with you, my guy. All right. Let's get into it, man. We're going to get into reaction. Here go your boy Simba, man. Your boy Simba was in line early. I pulled up. They say, hey, gates don't open till 9, but I said, fuck that, Slim. I need a good seat because your boy knee ain't fully recovered yet, and I was damn sure if I was going to stand up for about a 2-hour practice, I wasn't going to be able to do it. I would have had the Dipset 3000 and had my way back home. Shout out to the Scent Homie, man, from my man Jake. What it do, my guy? Um, but yeah, he said, Unc was, what it do, my guy? I know the O-line looked jive weak because, but OFC, yes. And we're going to talk about it down there. I ain't going to lie. What I was able to catch from the O-line, it wasn't super impressive. It wasn't super impressive. I thought we would have had like a better run. I actually took some notes too, so let me pull up my notepad. Some things that I wanted to go over with you all, if I must say so myself. But the O line didn't start off too well. The O line didn't start off too well, but they had some good moments. I'm gonna say that you could just definitely tell. I don't want to say 100%. Shout out to Zoe with the Scent Hobby, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, matter of fact, before we even get into it, man, if you're new to the TikTok, please, y'all already know, man, we trying to grind to 1,000 likes, man. So please, please, please double tap that screen if you can. I greatly appreciate it. Also, man, and hit that follow button if you're new to the channel, man. Y'all already know we on that grind to 1,550 followers, man. We have 1521, man. Your boy Simba been running up these numbers a little bit the last couple of days, man. So, hey, consistency pays off. If you ever need some insight on, hey, how can you get into, doing your own content and all that, hey, just stay consistent, bro. Stay consistent. Don't always chase the numbers. Look at them, but don't chase it. But, hey, man, I'm definitely seeing some of this stuff pay off for your boy. Not, but, we talk about that later. Run game was week 2, but her Bill blocking got better as well. Thoughts on Westbrook retiring? Hey, man, we talking Washington Commanders football only here. Only football. Only football. Is there anyone you think could be surprise impact player? For me, Senate. Impact. I want to get to your other question too. Probably like because let me answer your disappointing question real quick, and then we'll dive back into practice. Right. The most disappointing player I would probably have to say, and it's tough. It's probably going to be Mikey Sanders-Steele. Mikey Sanders-Steele is probably the most disappointing guy right now, just because of everything that we've been hearing throughout the last couple of days in training camp. He hasn't been having the best practices, but today changed all of that for me. I told y'all, man, things can change in one practice. Things can change in one practice, man. And seeing Mikey Sanders still, make a play today, and we want to discuss it. We're gonna go over it. He got the pick today, exactly, Zoe. So and I saw it. I saw it live. Slim broke on the ball. God damn, how am I getting restricted visibility? For what, TikTok? Why y'all restricting your boy? I did not even. This is my tweet. This is my tweet. Like, this is my Twitter. TikTok, this ain't nobody else. This is mine. Why y'all restricting me? Why y'all doing this to me? But yeah, man. And then if also you new to the YouTube channel, man, please hit that like button, man. Please hit that like button. And also subscribe to the channel, y'all. We on this grind to 1,000 subscribers. Yo, so Simba, discuss everything, how our defense do. Hey, we're gonna talk about it all, Jess. Appreciate you tuning in, my guy. We're gonna break down everything. But your boy Simba, when practice, when they started coming out and getting warmed up, man, I ain't gonna lie, it was just like a bolt of energy just shot through your boy, because this is like, hey, bro, we are officially about to be back, full live, hitting and tackling. And what better way to do that than at a joint practice? Like, I get to see some guys other than the same, guys, actually be involved in plays, like see our guys hitting out there. So it was exciting to see guys step up, step on the field and go up against a different set of talent, go against another team. It was definitely needed. It was definitely needed, especially from an O-line perspective. Going up against the same pass rushers, it can get a little like, man, we need to see this thing, playing out for real. Manny with the follow, thank you so much. We need to see these guys get some work from some other pass rushers. We saw Oos out there going up against, Brandon Coleman and Josh Connolly Jr. We saw Chop Robinson going up against both of those both of our tackles, and they gave them some work. But before we do that, all right, my bad. All right. And then me and Pops pulled up, man. Me and Pops was in the building, man. Boots on ground. Shout out to Bleeding BNG, man. That's his favorite slogan saying, man, when he's in attendance. But me and Pops was definitely there. And this is just a little, canvas of the practice field from your boy Simba. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go to war, ready to, put some work in, going against some other talent. So it was good to see this. And then I was able to get and meet, Lake Lewis, man. He was walking out of the gate I think he was going back to his car or something to grab something. But I was able to meet Lake Lewis, man, out there, one of the, writers for the Washington Commanders and, I think Washington in general. So all the sports teams I think he write for. But I was able to catch a pick with my guy. My favorite Eagles still winning the division. What it do, my guy? It's all good. I don't know why I like Reeves at free safety, but what did it say? But I know that can be an issue, and Reeves probably didn't have the best day today. But yeah, that is a question, a very good question. Eagles might be the last in the division. Hey, tell him, Sean. Tell him what is up. Well, tell him. Yeah, y'all might be last, man. And I can't play this because I don't want to get copyrighted. But y'all saw this on the TikTok side, man. This is the post of me at practice. Getting some footage. I can't show y'all all the footage, but I will be putting it out in bits and pieces, y'all. So y'all stay tuned. But this is just a quick little, snippet, nice little put together little video for y'all, man. Me at the field, getting ready and locked in for practice. All that running the ball on us is over. So we gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. Why do Eagles fans always find their way in our business? We are not worried about them. Hey, for the score, I don't know, but that's the Eagles. Like, that's how they are, bro. Like, they would definitely, jump in shit that we're talking about. We ain't even discussing the Eagles. Week 1, we'll get here, man. And when y'all time comes, come on in here and we gonna chop it up. Let me and my good brothers and sisters, talk about day of 12 without having to address you Eagles fans. Like, nah, man. Y'all can come in here, talk y'all shit, pop y'all shit as much as you can. I ain't mad at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all. Commander still salty about when you guys beat us in the division, but I let that slide. All love. Hey, man, shout out to every team in the division: the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants. I can't wait to bump against y'all this upcoming season, man. Cause what we gonna talk about today, and y'all know your boy Simba, man. What I like to really see and hear is that defensive side of the football and how we turning up and how we looking. And I must say, that defense, and I don't care if it was against the fucking Miami Dolphins offense. I don't care. From what I saw, that defense was dominating every starters. The secondary was dominating. Like, you say no, I'm a Lions fans. Y'all got the last W though. Y'all got us back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a playoff, but I understand you would want to beat us in the playoffs rather than beat us in the regular season. But y'all got y'all lick back. Y'all got a little minor lick back. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I can't wait till we see y'all again, man. I can't wait till we see y'all again for sure. But the defense was dominating first team, second team, and they was making plays, bro. Every time I looked over across the field, bro, I seen guys like Caleb Vaughn. I seen guys like Odafe Owe in the backfield, bro. And there's a probably Malik Willis and Quinn Ewers, like, bro, they did a lot of running. They did a lot of running and scrambling on those defensive reps, y'all. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Life game with the Cent Harmony, appreciate it, my guy. Like, they were doing a lot of running. Like, we was putting so much pressure, and I just want to emphasize this. We now have 2 pass rushers that can get off that ball at the snap. And ain't no slow, it's like, it's speed with power, bro. Like, Odafe Owe, he very well may have a 10-sack season, 10-sack plus season. I'm just going to call it spade a spade. The way he was looking against that O-line, I don't give a fuck who it was. It could have been a premier left tackle. I think that he can definitely eat in this defense, y'all. And I think he can definitely give us 10 sacks. I'm just calling, I definitely want to see it week 1. I want to see it in preseason when we live and we can actually sack the quarterback, because we had at least 5 or 6 sacks, bro. And I'm hearing fans, because sometimes I was watching the offense just because they was right in front of us. And I wish they kind of would just split the field, work half the field. You know, they're starting offense, I starting defense. I starting defense, and they're starting off, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And they starting defense, I starting offense. I kind of wish that it was like that, but it wasn't. So we had to look from afar, and then like the plays were simultaneous. Like, when we come out the huddle on offense, they coming out the huddle on offense, and the plays was happening at the same time. So it was like moments and catches that I missed, like, and couldn't see from like Terry and Stefon Diggs, and shout out to Lawrence Kendrick, man. Shout out to the Georgia Bulldog. Y'all already know how we do. Making plays, trailing Burks, working on one-on-ones. Like, that shit was. I'm gonna be honest with you. Watching the one-on-ones with the receivers before we even ran 7-on-7 or 11-on-11. The 1v1s, us versus them, bro, we was eating. Stefon Diggs, Luke McCaffrey ran a tough-ass slant route. JD definitely was sharp, Otis. And we gonna talk about JD5. JD5 is in peak form. JD5 is ready to go. There is no issues, questions, or concerns about JD5 going into the 2026 season. He is ready. He is ready to bump. He ain't coming to fuck around. He ain't coming to play at all. My man was throwing dimes out there. He was definitely throwing dimes. Say Dr. JD5 for sure. He was definitely throwing dimes out there. Then we're not even talking about JJ Young Star, who made an amazing read on a screenplay. But that's the shit that you like to see from your guys going against, you know, a different team. And that's all I wanted to see out of practice. I wanted to see us dominate this practice, and we definitely dominated. I'm going to be honest with y'all, except for one position, and that was the O-line. And I'm going to talk about the O-line for a little bit. I tuned in because y'all know I love the trenches. The trench work, definitely from an O-line perspective, from our offensive line, did not have the best practice today. I'm gonna start off with they came over to our side of the field, and we saw our O-line go against their D-line, they pass rushers and interior guys. And I seen Brandon Coleman start off. He had a good rep, pretty good rep. Then I saw, you know, Chris Paul, who also had a good rep. And then we got to the center, and it was just like, oh shit. O-line mainly and drills were messing up for sure. OT. Shout out to Overtime Otis, man. Y'all make sure y'all go show him some love on the YouTube side, man. Please go show my guy some love. And subscribe to his channel, man. And then we got the Sam Cosme, who had a horrible block, a horrible rep. And then we got the Josh Connolly Jr. And I don't know if the departure of Laremy Tunsil is getting to my guy. I don't.
Aww.
I don't know if the departure of Laremy Tunsil is getting to Josh Connolly Jr. He walked out there on the field again today, dolo. got warmed up. We know he usually walks out with Laremy Tunsil. They kind of do their little pre-work before they practice kickoff. And hey, first rep, Chop Robinson started off with it, and I'm gonna give him slight credit, right? That first rep that I seen out of Josh Connolly, fired off the ball great. Got in his spot, came off the ball quick, got set. But the speed of Chop Robinson and the strength, he was able to come with the speed and get up under Josh Connolly. And my boy was just he couldn't anchor down, y'all. He could not anchor down on that rep. And I'm just like, damn, boy, that baby strength still there. He ain't got that grown man strength yet. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get his hands on him and get inside his chest, but my man couldn't anchor down and withhold him, and he got pushed back to the one of the guys on the staff. And I was just like, damn, Josh Connolly, like, boy, we gotta get you in that strength and conditioning. I mean, not conditioning, but that strength program, boy. You got the quick feet. The footwork was definitely there. But he did have a good rep putting Chop Robinson on the dirt. Yes. And then he came back. Zoe, and he was able to have a good rep. But if you had to ask me, he lost more reps than he did have good. I'm calling a spade a spade. But that's the shit that I want to see. That's what I want to see. We've been hearing, the guys getting after Jayden Daniels, Odafe, Kaylavon, JJ having, and, good reps against our offensive line, even with Laremy Tunsil there, having some winning days and practices. But it was just like, damn. And then we seen them to go back around. We saw the second unit, and the second unit looked worse than the first unit. No. Like the second unit looked worse than the first unit. Like I was over that joint like, damn, Slim. Everybody looked like they got beat on the second unit. That like when the second unit got in to go one-on-ones, I was like, God damn, Slim, we look bad. We don't look good. But I will say that, and again, going to 11-on-11s, we had like our first rep. We had a fucking false start. Fucking Sam Cosmi. Fucking Josh Connolly Jr. And I believe his last name is Moore, number 40. I think we picked him up undrafted free agent out of Washington. Also had a false start. All three of them went offsides the very first rep. So it was like, man, bro, get them hip to the players that need to go to our hands camp with all them body catches. Yes, and we're going to talk about the receivers too. And y'all know your boy Simba, man. I ain't saying I'm like, my hands are like glue. But your boy got some real good hands, man. I played a little flag football. I ain't played no tackle football. I know it's a difference. But I'm a hands catcher, bro. I don't believe in catching with that body because when you got that chest, when you got them shoulder pads on, that ain't nothing but, bouncing off your chest. And it was a lot of guys, who had a couple body catches that it was just and it was just like, yo, Whit, bring your hands to the party. Nash, number 19, had a body catch, and it would just like bounce right off his chest. And it's just like, yo, where's the hands at? But in the one-on-one reps versus the cornerbacks, our receivers versus their cornerbacks, we was barbecue chicken. Antonio Williams, I don't even know why one route they ran a fade route with my man. And I understand he's been having some good moments with the back shoulder fade and all that. But it was just one rep. It was just like, Slim was sticking to Antonio Williams like glue. But he came back and had a terrific catch, man. Shout out to Treylon Burks, yo. Treylon Burks probably had one of the best out of everybody else type of days today on the field, bro. He was making catch after catch after catch after catch. He was coming up at big moments too. Like we ran this one play where we ran a corner route, I believe, with De'Ami Brown. And it looked like the Detroit Lions playoff games where like JD just heaved that motherfucker up there and that bitch just dropped right in this bread basket. Like that's what it looked like. And it was just like a flashback to that moment in Detroit where he came back and he had that same opportunity. The DB got a little bit more in his window, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of like fluttered it, and he dropped it, right? But this is to David Blau, our offensive coordinator. He came right back. Maybe a play later, came right back. Treylon Burks is now running that corner route. And JD5 had a motherfucking dot, like it fell right into the bread basket for Treylon Burks, man. And we're just like, God damn, like the whole crowd went nuts. But again, if you had to say me, stocks up, Odafe Owe, Caleb Vaughn, JD5. Wait, before we even go about stocks up, Bill, man. Lil Bill had some nice runs. He worked against the linebackers. Rashad Wright worked against the linebackers. I think it was Jordan Brooks on the first rep. Cooked him, right? Like, inside, barbecue chicken. Like, Brooks was nowhere to be found. He was nowhere to be found at all. He was definitely nowhere to be found, man. He was Drew stock is up. We're gonna talk about Drew. We're gonna talk about Drew too. We're gonna get to talk about the kicker game. Y'all know I like to say the kicker game for last, but I'm just going over everything else that I went on. Johnny Newton was the first one out. Again, I touched on the false start. Antonio Williams did have one of probably the best catches of the day. Shout out to the 1.8K likes on TikTok, man. Please keep double tapping that screen. Let's get into 2K. With a nice head top, in the corner of the end zone. It was with the twos, but hey, bro, Antonio Williams definitely got some upside to him, man. He definitely got some upside. I think we still are going to see him make some plays for us. Especially with the two deadly weapons we got on the outside with Scary Terry and Stefon Diggs. Diggs had a good day too, working with the ones. I think he probably won every one-on-one route that rep that he had. Hope to see him play Friday. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna see Antonio Williams on the field for sure. Antonio Williams will be on the field. He will be on the field. He will get some bump. Marcus Mariota did not start off practice well, and I know we don't care about Marcus Mariota. The only time we really care about him, God forbid, is if our guy, something happens. But, outside of that, like, Marcus Mariota started off practice horrible. He was scrambling on 7-on-7s with no pass rush. Like, what are you scrambling for? Why are you scrambling, bro? Stand in the pocket and wait till you see somebody open. My man was scrambling against nobodies. And it was just like, bro, but then he came back and later in practice, he was making some throws. He finally made some throws. I think he had one to Cager, who also, Lawrence Cager had a hell of a day today. Just finding himself, finding seams and being able to get open. I will say JD5 did have had like a sack or two that he probably, would have been a sack. But the star of the show had to be the defense, man. I think the star of the show from an offense and defense perspective had to be the defense. Simply because the defense just was relentless. The pressure was relentless. And I'm not talking about just blitzing, but that being able to disguise what we're doing. You don't know if we blitzing. You don't know if we are blitzing. You don't know who is blitzing. And still able to get pressure on Malik Willis. Again, like I say, Malik Willis and Quinn Ewers, they were scrambling for their life. Did Armstrong look like he gonna be a problem for offenses again? Dave, I didn't see much of Dorrance. I don't know if he really had too many reps. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was hard looking at the defense, and when they was going against their offensive line in one-on-ones because they was on the far right side of the field. So I was more looking at the linebackers, the cornerbacks. I was also looking at the offense and our offense working against their defense. Everyone's going to doubt Washington. They always do, but look at JD5 rookie year. Exactly, JD likes to chill. Man, look here. 2024 was amazing. 2025 was definitely like, God damn, I guess we gotta just chill for a little minute. But 2025, what was the score? Against who? What you mean, Zoe? What you mean? What was the score? Like seeing this defense, man, and I think that this defense is going to really turn heads going into the season, y'all. The type of pressure that we are getting, the type of plays that we are making on defense, and like it's just like, bro, if we can really play top 15 and below defense, hey, we definitely are playoff bound. And we stay healthy, we are playoff bound. Then we're not even talking about I read that, my fault. What's that say? Life Game and say Dr. JD5. JD5 comeback player of the year, future MVP too, for sure. What they say, Jetta 5 is surgical. Yes, he was. He was definitely surgical today. What was the score? I'm not sure what score you're talking about, Zoe. But again, today was just like, it was good to be there and see it with your own eyes. And it gave me another level of confidence, man. Shout out to the 2.4K likes on TikTok, man. Thank y'all so much. They ain't have a scoreboard like the Rams and Cowboys joint practice. Nah, they didn't have a scoreboard. I don't think we didn't. The only time that they used the scoreboard was when they was running 2 minute drill, and in that 2 minute drill, it was like they set the score up 24-20. Both offenses had a shot to try to score and win the game. Neither offense, excelled at that. No, neither one of us, um, excuse me, excelled at completing and winning the game. Less than 20. It wasn't even 2 minutes. It was like 40 seconds on the clock, 45 seconds, and we had to hurry up the offense. So. Nah, it wasn't no scores being kept. But they did stop practice a little early. The new head coach for the Miami Dolphins came over to came over to DQ, and they called it. He was like, and you saw DQ turn around and say, "Hey, we made him throw in the white flag, bro. We made him throw in the white flag." Shout out to Life Gaming, man, with the time 9 roses, y'all. Time 9 roses. TikTok made me do a live goal, man, for 15 goat. But y'all don't got to. Y'all ain't got to do that, bro. I'm just announcing that they told me to tell y'all that. But I would say the defense was the most impressive. JD5 was probably the most. JD5 was. I don't know now, bro. I'm thinking about it. JD5 was throwing dots. He found Traylon Burks a couple of times. Found Terry McLaurin up the seam. Found Chig off of play action. JD5 was hitting on all cylinders, y'all. And again, this is from a different look defense, a different appreciate the support, my guy. Thank you so much, man, from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate it. Good, cause it was ugly. He needed to. JD5, the way he was picking apart the defenses. I mean, yes, he had some pressure moments, but him even off the bootleg, being able to find guys, being able to get the ball out of his hands quick. He had one side throw. I forgot who it went to, bro. How Diggs do and our boy Sony do. Hey, Sony, I didn't see, again, I couldn't see too much of Sony. The one-on-one rep that I did see with him going against the running back, coming out the backfield, stride for stride. And only thing he needed to do was just turn his head around. He probably could have picked the ball or had a true pass deflection. But the ball, it was a bad ball anyway. But my man was running stride for stride with these linebackers. I mean, with these running backs. And so that means we will never see a Bijan Robinson. We would never see a Bijan Robinson and Bobby Wagner matchup ever again. We don't got to worry about that. I know he ain't on the team, but we can have confidence that if he is in that type of predicament, because we do play the Falcons again, that, hey, my man can at least run stride for stride with him. My man can at least run stride for stride. So the line not an issue. We okay. The O-line definitely need to have a better showing out. Here to see how bad this was. Shout out to my Brody Shaw, man. He's a diehard Miami Dolphins fan, man. He was supposed to pull up with me to practice, but he wasn't able to. But I ain't gonna lie, Shaw. Y'all look bad, bro. Y'all pass rushers look good. I mean, y'all pass rushers definitely look good. But hey, these DBs, we were y'all cooking y'all DBs today. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Terry had a nice started off the one-on-ones. Deep pass. Perfectly thrown ball in the bread basket. Stack the DB. TD. I don't know who y'all cornerbacks are, but y'all might need to go try to call Trayvon Diggs and some others and see if Marshawn Lattimore case got, dismissed, and see if y'all can get some help. Because them cornerbacks was getting barbecue chicken. I ain't even going, and you know me, Shad. I joke. I'm not even trying to throw no joke at y'all. But hey, we was y'all cooking y'all DBs. I ain't even gonna lie. From a run stopping perspective, y'all defense did very good at stopping some of our runs, bro. I ain't even that y'all did do good from a run stopping perspective. So shout out to y'all on that one, man. We definitely I don't know, man, if we just need some of those big 6'6", 330 maulers that can move guys off the line. We had one pulling run play where Chris Paul pulled, and that man just got beat by the defensive end, man. He got him up off of him and stuffed Bill in the backfield. I think it was Oos. Bet I got you. So what you think we need to work on for the most? Reps. O-line need reps. O-line need to get more reps. I definitely will want to see our O-line starting. I definitely want to see everybody starting and play. I want to see our starters in this preseason game. I definitely do. That boy Terry cooked in one-on-ones. He definitely did, Tay. Tay, was you there? Was you in the building? How? Well, no, not based upon your second question. You said how the defense do? Again, The defense was dominating from what I can see. Like, they was on the far opposite side of the field. So we couldn't really see, like, the breakdowns of the plays. We only got to see them when they came and ran the 2 minutes. And I'm just going to speak on the 2-minute drill. The 2-minute drills, MVP goes to fucking Odafe Owe, bro. Every fucking snap was damn near sack. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. Every fucking snap was a sack. He could have took Malik Willis' head off his fucking shoulders. I promise you. And Caleb Vaughn met him in the backfield on one of them too. So that's a shout out to the back end of the defense. But Odafe Owe, yo, Slim got a get off the ball with the strength to be able to get. He had a nice rip move off the ball. Got up underneath that tackle, and he could have tagged him a couple of times. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He could have tagged Malik Willis a couple of times in that 2-minute drill. That's what made the head coach like, man, nah, we good, bro. Like, take 98 out the game, or we gonna have to end practice. And DQ was like, nah, fuck you, Slim. Yeah, nah, my man gotta eat. He gotta eat. And all the flack that he took from the injury situation, which wasn't his fault. Did Malik Willis throw a pick six? Yeah. Sorry. It was Malik Willis. I think it was Malik. He picked off Malik Willis. Love to hear it. Yes, sir. Exactly. All right. Let's get through. I'm going to go through what Zach said. I was there, and he go out route by our guy, Stefon Diggs. That's hands. That's how you use your hands, baby. You got to bring your hands to the play, man. God damn, gotta love it. Just wrapped up, so it ain't just simple word. Y'all can see that Zach is reporting about what's going on as well. Just wrapped up wide receiver DB 101s, and Washington's wide receivers clearly won. Diggs had some really pretty catches he did, and Antonio Williams had a sick juke at the line of scrimmage. Burks ended things with a TD catch, for sure. Antonio Williams just had a really nice TD grab, working team red zone drills. He sure did. One's back in for red zone drills. Daniels to Diggs, TD in the back of the end zone. He did have one of those, bro. A dime. Man, JD 5 was definitely looking surgical. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We're wrapping up red zone drills with back-to-back TDs for Mariota. First to Bradley. I remember that one. And then the second to Nick Nash. I did not see the Nick Nash touchdown. I'm just being honest with y'all, so I can't really give my POV on that. We're running, what is this? Kick return. So I'll give an update on O-line, D-line, 101s. A lot more even compared to wide receiving DBs. Chris Paul continues to stand out to me because of his quick footwork. And again, he had some good moments. But it was some moments he got beat too, y'all. It was some moments he got beat. Shout out to the 3.1K likes on the TikTok, man. Please keep double tapping that screen, y'all. Keep double tapping that screen, man. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the TikTok channel, man, hit that follow button, y'all. We try and hit 1550, my guys. We try and hit 1550. And if you're new to the YouTube channel, we are live on both platforms, y'all. Welcome to Simba Sports Hub. This is where we talk all things Washington Commanders football, man. So please hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel, y'all. We trying to grind to 1,000 followers. And if you on my on my TikTok page, show your boy some support on the YouTube side too, man. The link is in my profile, man. Go click my profile, click the link, and hit that subscribe button, man. Subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Tim Roman with the follow. Thank you so much. But yeah, Chris Paul had a decent day, man. I don't want to make it seem like just because the 101s he didn't look the best. He definitely had an overall good day. The energy was from Washington defense. The energy from Washington defense is I am not going to butcher that word. I cannot pronounce that. Yeah. Charge it to my miseducation. Amik Robinson just blew up a run on the first play of 11s. He definitely did. Amik Robinson got that dog in him, y'all. Amik Robinson got that. Hey, man, I don't give a fuck what y'all say about cornerbacks needing to be at least 5'11". He say, Slim, I'm 5'6". All of 5. I mean, he 5'9". All of 5'9", maybe 5'10" with cleats on. But I'm here to bump, Slim. I'm going to let y'all know that height shit means Nathan. Even though he got head topped by Traylon Burks in practice, Slim he's a dog, bro. He got that dog mentality. Y'all know how the short people, they say about short people, man. We got short man syndrome sometimes. But, man, shout out to Amik Robinson, man. He definitely had a good practice. My goodness, Chason is in the backfield a lot. Caleb Vaughn, bro. Caleb Vaughn and Odafe was eating. From what I could see, bro, every snap I seen them guys in the backfield, and you saw Quentin Ewers and Malik Robinson try to get through, climb the pocket every time. Heard Quan Martin got a pass breakup. Yes, he did get a pass breakup in the back of the red zone when they was working red zone on the opposite side of the field. But he was running mainly with the twos today. He didn't get a lot of bump with the ones. But his bump with the twos, he definitely had a pass breakup. It was a high pass, but he got up there and was able to tip the ball out the tight end hand. He had a good rep, man. And then he had a couple of, run fits that he was there on. But again, I want to see it live. I want to see him Friday come down and be a better open field tackler. That's what I want to see. Miami's QBs have done a lot of cardio today. No lie there. All right, now let's talk about the kicking. Both Moody and Stevens made all their kicks today. Good bounce back from both guys. We know yesterday, I believe Moody went like 2 for 6 kicking, and then, Stevens went 3 for 6. Both of them didn't have a good day the practice prior, but they came in today, bro, and I'm going to say this right now. The job is Drew Stevenson's to lose. The job is Drew Stevenson's to lose, man. I watched Jake Moody when we went to the kicking period. They started off with Jake Moody. They started from at about the 30, and they worked their way back to like the 50-yard line. Now, again, he made all his kicks, but you can just tell that the leg in fucking Drew Stevens, like we seen everything like low, and it was peaking up, but it never got midway through the cross, like, height of the height of the crossbars. It never, like, Moody kicks never got past midway. Maybe one or two of them. Maybe one or two of them got past the midway, bro. And again, he was efficient. Diggs was cooking today along with Terry. Oh yeah, both of them was cooking. That day off definitely helped him out. Jayden Daniels. I'm not gonna say the last part, but yo, like that shit was so like, and then we saw Drew Stevens step up, y'all. Drew Stevens stepped up in the first kick, damn near crossed the highest part of the fucking field goal post. What it do, Mike? What's popping? My guy was good with you, OG, triple OG. That first kick, even though it was 30 yards in, that bitch went like damn near over top of the goddamn the flags on the pole. And then as he moved back, the shit was still at the same height. So the leg, and he was walking up to the kicks like, yeah, Slim, I don't know if y'all want to tell little Jakey, little Moody, but this shit mine, Slim. This shit is mine, and every kick as they kept backing up, my man leg was definitely there. The leg was definitely there, y'all. It was so bad when he got to the 50-yard line. Hey, you heard the fans, even me. I said, move that shit back some more. Let's see this nigga kick like a 60-yarder. Fuck it. Let's see if he can kick a 65. Let's see what his leg can read. But I understand you don't want to show too much. You don't want to give too much. You don't want to show the fans too much. Keep it cool week one. Fuck around and find out, Philly. Hey, Philly, fuck around and find out if when Drew Stevens run out there on that field, oh, bro, they not going to make this. Yeah, fuck around and find out. Fucking Drew Stevens is going to turn heads as a field goal kicker. I feel that confident. I hear we dominated on both sides of the ball. We did, Mike. Defense definitely dominated. JD5 in the offense was surgical. Far none. Like, the defense, though, man. The defense, and I guess because my biasness, I know that we have a good offense already. The offense, when healthy, I think, and I'll continue to say this, I feel like we can compete with everybody in the offense. AD, what up, my guy? What's popping with you? Diggs was coming. Let me see. I heard the special teams wasn't that good from a kickoff perspective. Like, the kickoff unit definitely had some gaps opening, but the kickers, Drew Stevens, both went perfect, but Drew Stevens' leg, and hey, bro, he got it. I think I seen enough. Jayden has has a favorite with Diggs. He do. You can definitely see that connection already there between him and Diggs. JD5 and the connection with Diggs, and Diggs, we know he's been this way since being a vet, right? Him being able to find zones and just be able to sit there and make himself available and showing his numbers to our quarterback is where I think he's going to truly excel at. And him being able to sit down in zones, find the zones, and being able to sit down. Shout out to AD, my guy, with the fucking time to Odie, and with the Sent Hobby. Appreciate it, my guy. Thank you so much. $100 million man on the edge was beast. Yes, he was, Mike. Odafe Owe, Caleb on, but Odafe, man, in that 2-minute drill period, bro, surgical. I'm talking about every rep he's in the backfield. Every rep he's in the backfield. I mean, hey, every rep the boy was in the backfield for sure. Is he Brandon Aubrey entirely good yet? Whoa. Wait a minute, Zoe. I can't say that yet. I can't say that yet. Does he have the potential? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'll say that. But he ain't. I gotta see it live in game first. I gotta see it live in game. I ain't gonna jump the gun, so I meant to kick off. Drew Stevenson had that job. Oh yeah. Has that job. Yeah, bro. It's his. It's Drew Stevens' job. The leg, man. The leg is definitely booming. Like the kicks that he was making, y'all, was he had at least 10 more yards at the 50-yard line. And it was a drill shot. It was a line drive, but he still had at least 5 to 10 more yards. He kicked one of the balls outside the fence. I'm pretty sure that motherfucker went over the fence. I'm pretty sure one of the staff members had to go outside the fence or climb the fence to go and get that football. Or it's probably going to stay over there. And that's me not like overly hyping him and glazing him, but Slim kicked that bitch damn near over the bleachers, past the fence. I ain't like, how was Ant Williams? Ant Williams was phenomenal, y'all. Ant Williams had a great practice going up against the twos. He had a couple of catches in 11 on 11s. He had the TD grab in one-on-ones, I believe, or it was 7 on 7 or something like that. Like Antonio Williams, bro, he can definitely produce for us right now. But it's going to be even bittersweet because he get to learn from Stefon Diggs and Terry McLaurin. And, if we don't bring one of those guys back next year, I'm in full belief that he's going to be that next guy. He's going to be him, Luke. Luke had a nasty, man, we're going to have to call him a slant demon, bro. And I shout out to Overtime Otis, K, everybody, my man, my good man, Ivan, everybody that's been telling me about Luke, and I'm like, hey, Luke got to prove it to me, bro. Like Luke definitely killed this dude with this slant route, bro. From the slot, gone inside. And Slim was stuck. He was stuck. Like, where the fuck? Where the fuck did he go? And he beat that nigga inside. Drew Stevens is going to be our kicker going into week 1. Now, I want to see him kick in this preseason game, these next couple of preseason games. In these preseason games, to see how he stats up in live moments and live game action. But hey, man, he definitely get that. Nice. I saw Traylon Burks 75-yard TD dude. Our wide receiver room is awesome. And that's another thing. I know we questioned the wide receiver room, before we signed it, Diggs, and we knew Diggs was ultimately going to help out the wide receiver room, which he is. But Traylon Burks, Luke McCaffrey, Antonio Williams, and De'Ami Brown, who had a couple of nice catches. He had a couple of nice catches too, bro. It was a bootleg to the left side and then JD bootleg back. De'Ami Brown worked his way back across the middle of the field, had a nice sliding catch, you know what I'm saying, and was able to secure it. But he also had some, bro, like the wide receiver room is not as bad as people was trying to make it out to be. But do you think we will resign Diggs? If Diggs give us 1,000, anything over 700 yards, Diggs will be back with the Washington Commanders. If Diggs get anything over 750, which I think he very well can, and I'm giving him on the short end 700. I think that nigga can very well be a 1,000-yard receiver right along with Terry McLaurin, if not probably more receiving yards. Slim is just too, like, the veteran. It's a difference, y'all. It's a difference out there seeing this dude work one-on-ones, work 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s. Like, the dude is still a route technician. He still can get open. He still got that wiggle. And Van Jefferson cooked. Again, yes, and Van Jefferson cooked. Like I'm not even going. Van Jefferson had made some tough ass plays too. So it wasn't just the guys that was first, second, third on the depth chart. Bruh, Bradley had a nice catch. Fucking Van Jefferson had a couple of catches against their twos. Like we got some options, y'all. Cut day is definitely gonna be hard. I ain't gonna lie. Say Luke Skywalker is my guy. Oh yeah, and shout out to Mike too. He's been a very, he's been speaking a lot, highly about Luke McCaffrey as well. Shout out to all those guys that's been seeing what, your boy Simba didn't see after year one. I was like, man, we can get rid of Luke. But shout out to Luke, bro. I gotta give respect where respect is due, y'all. I can say I'm not wrong. I wasn't too fond of him. And some people say, nah, you was wrong, Simba. Own up to it. All right, I own up to it. I was wrong. And Nick Nash. Nick Nash had a couple of drops today, though, JD. Like Nick Nash didn't have like the best day. So who are your 6 wide receivers we keep on active roster? Ooh, okay. Damn, it's gonna sound like this came off easy. Like, damn, I didn't even think about it. Scary Terry, Stefon Diggs, Traylon Burks, Luke McCaffrey, De'Ami Brown, Antonio Williams. Jalen Lane is gonna be our kick return and punt return. Sorry. Yeah, that's our 6. If you had to ask me, Van Jefferson is probably going to get picked up by another team. Van Jefferson is not going. I don't. Unless the injury happens, I like what he's been doing in practice, but I don't see him making. Shout out to the 6K likes, y'all. God damn. Appreciate the fuck out of y'all, man, for double tapping it, man. We had 6K likes. Thank y'all so much. But I don't see Van Jefferson. Bradley probably be a practice squad guy. This is just initial off the top of my head. I'm just going like Jayden Lane is going to be our kick returner, punt returner guy. Terry, Luke, Lane, Williams, and Burks. Yeah, that sounds about right. And you got to add De'Ami in there too, man. De'Ami been making plays too. I don't see. If you had to ask me between Lane and De'Ami probably get the nudge. De'Ami probably get the nudge, y'all. He can still stretch the field. He can. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. That corner route, even though he dropped it, that shit was beautifully ran. Man, all right, let's get back to this real quick. But yeah, I had to talk about the Stevens and the Moody, kicking competition. It's Stevens' job to lose if you had to ask me right now. Mike Sanders still just got a pick on Malik Willis and took it all the way back, followed by his teammates. A lot of fun and energy on the defensive sideline. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, that was in the midst of our ones running against their ones on defense on the closer side of the field to the stands. And I saw the shit, that was the one play I was able to see develop. And the pressure, it was because of the pressure that we was able to get on that play. And it allowed Mikey Sanders still, who we've been told is slow, who we've been told is not tall enough to play the position. It allowed him to be a playmaker, y'all. I can't 100% say if it was from the slot or from, outside, but it allowed him to just read and react. And the way that he read and reacted led to the pick. We was the only guys to create a turnover in practice all day. Like, what was some sacks that was, I think both teams probably had some sacks, but we probably had way more sacks than them. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, call it, I'm not being biased. I'm being real. Mikey is all of the above. Hey, Mikey got his name Mikey back. I know a lot of people say it's Michael. Mike, you was in that podcast, man, with me, Big Herb, Full Command, Overtime Otis, and Commander's Table, and they said he lost his name as Michael, but he got Mikey back today. And that's the shit that I told y'all, man. Sometimes you only need one play for that shit to click. And it's like, hey, bro, I'm not as shitty as that. Like I'm not as bad as I have been in practice, bro. And sometimes you need that one pick. Now, does he play Friday? I would love to see him play. I would love to see him play Friday. I don't know if he plays Friday or not, but I would love to see. Did Tim Settle play? I didn't see Tim Settle out there. I didn't see Tim. How was Charles? Charles made some plays from the interior line on with the second unit. We didn't see too much of the third unit and fourth units. We didn't see Sam Hartman and I keep fucking up his name, so I'm just gonna say his number 16. I think this is number 19 or 16. 16. The rookie that we drafted. We didn't see too much of him at all. Oh no, he was the street clothes today. He's bad, Simba. Sorry. Oh, you said he's all of the above. That's what you mean. He's bad. Hey man, he made a hell of a play. And again, is he bad? Possibly. I'm gonna say possibly. I'm not saying y'all wrong for saying that he is. I want to see how he plays in this Deronte Jones-led defense. I just want to see it. Man, JJ is a terror. He sniffed out a play action pass and was right in Ewer's face when he turned around for the rollout. Whoo, boy, seeing that live, like in action. I'm talking about green light to be able to fuck up that quarterback. Ah, boy, that's the motherfucker that, like, I believe in that hit. That's the motherfucker that really gets you about your goddamn seat. Did you see the Chop Robinson, Josh Connolly matchup? Yeah. Chop won. Chop won that matchup. Connolly got the best out of him maybe once or twice. But in 11 on 11s, I can't say Josh Connolly looked a little bit more even killed. Like, he had a good matchup against Chop. But Chop, you already know how I feel about Chop, Shaw. Like, Chop is one of them sneaky ones that's going to be a force to be reckoned with as a pass rusher. You think Trey Amos be ready week 1? He better. He better, though. I ain't going to lie to you. Honestly, I hope he's ready. The subliminals that he's putting out there on Twitter, him in game day uniform, like suited and booted, ready to bump. Yeah, I hope he's ready by week 1. If I had to say yes or no, yes. Yes, he will be ready for week 1. I know they said they're going to keep him out of this week, but they did not say, oh, he's going to be out next week either. So, yeah, join from your post. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, man. Please, man, shout out to the 10K, man. Let's go! Let's go, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for the 10K likes on the TikTok side of the house, man. Thank y'all so much, man. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that follow button. Do not forget to hit that follow button, y'all. We have 1,524 followers on TikTok, y'all. Y'all already know the next follower goal mark, man. We try and hit 1,550, man. And appreciate everybody that's tuned in on the YouTube channel, y'all. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all already know we trying to grind and get to that 1,000 subscribers, y'all, so we can become a YouTube partner. So if you can, hit that like button. And also, man, make sure you subscribe up to the channel, man. Appreciate you. Amos probably needs conditioning. He's too soft. Hey, Mike is the the true definition of keeping it a bean, y'all. He ain't sugarcoating shit. He ain't sugarcoating shit. Appreciate you, AD. He said, I'm going to get you to 20K, man. Thank you so much, man. We had 11K already, man. Thank y'all. Also, thank you to everybody that just sent the gift on the TikTok side, man. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know I don't do it for that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. Thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. Trey definitely need to get back out there on the field. Definitely need to get back out there on the field. Because if we see these guys like Rasul Douglas, Fabian Moreau, Meek Robinson, and Mike Sanders start making plays and looking good, yeah, he gonna get his job back. Don't get me wrong. He gonna be back out there. But you keep going down, bro, they gonna look at you as an injury-prone type player, man, and they're gonna have to make a decision. What was that? That was it. All right. Let's get into Leo Chenal, man. He was Chenal, whatever his last name is. Chenal. I'm gonna say Chenal. And let's see what he had to say at practice.
Be on out quick. 1, 2, ball's probably gonna be out. So it's exciting to have that.
The first time you're obviously lining up against someone in a different jersey. What did you come away from today's practice with overall, I guess?
No, it was awesome. You finally get to hit somebody that's not your own team. So obviously there's a little more juice, a little more excitement. You bring them in from the south, show them how it's done a little bit, so, it definitely can learn from it too. They exposed us in spots, and so it's really fun, to have a different look and, to be able to learn the new defense that Coach Jones brought in against different looks.
I know it's always tricky in these kind of situations, like how much do you show, how much do you practice? How do you think you guys kind of walk that line today, and how tricky is that scenario?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we definitely pulled a lot back, with Coach Jones. But I can definitely see, we did show a little bit. We did give different looks. But yeah, it's probably 20%, if that, of what we actually have. So, but it's things that we want to be good at. It's like, okay, we have these set of calls. We need to be great at these calls. We're going to call these a little more than the other ones. Okay, we need to be great at it.
In your room, you've been obviously with Frankie and Jordan and Sonny and all those guys. What's kind of stood out to you now that you big guys have been together? What kind of group do you think you guys can be this year?
Oh, man, we're really close. We talk every day about, how we can be better, how we can hold each other accountable every day. Coach Nort, Coach Banco, they got us fired up. And, so that just adds extra fuel. But, we got a bunch of hungry guys, going hard, special teams, down the line. So we just got a bunch of dudes that love ball and, hold each other accountable, and we just love each other.
with Caleb Vaughn and Adafe, they're wreaking havoc out there, and they were getting to the quarterback. How much easier does it make it for you guys behind them to get that kind of pass rush?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Like I said, if the ball's out, on a certain time, it's like, we have that trust for those guys, and having them seeing that and how fast they can get there and how quick it is. It's really helpful. And something underrated is how well they're setting the edges. All OTAs, all camp, they've been setting edges like crazy. So it's having that trust as a linebacker. It'd be like, okay, we don't need to, open up our hips and turn to the edge. Oh shoot, we lost the edge. We can fall back and make a play. So, they might not get the glory on some, but they're setting the edge really well for us and, allowing us to make plays.
Could you?
Hey man, I told you don't need to have all pro players on the back end from a DB and safety perspective to produce in this type of defense that is relentless about getting pressure on a snap at the snap of the ball, man. The different type of looks that Durante Jones is showing and running, and the different type of blitz packages that we got. Hey, bro, if you can't make a play as a read and react, because that ball is about to come out fast, so that you can be a little bit, that ball is gonna come out fast, so it allows you to react a little bit faster. Yeah, you don't deserve to be on the field, right? And I understand that's how you can talk about a Mikey Sanders still who been getting cooked, right? Appreciate Grayson with the follow. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate it. So to hear Leo kind of speak, expand on it, hey man, we as linebackers, we don't automatically got to turn and go. We can kind of shade and still be able to get back to where we need to get back to and be able to make plays on the ball, man. So shout out to Durante Jones, man. My man Shaw say he talked like a vet that's been there and done that, which he has with KC. And he relished on the opportunity that he got. Guy went down and Leo came in and balled out for KC. And he definitely talks like he really loves what is being taught and what type of defense we're going to be running this season, man. So I'm happy to hear that as well.
Did you see today, things just really starting to come together as far as the speed that you guys are playing with?
Oh, yeah. It's really starting to come out, where guys are finally playing, okay, less scheme and, that things are becoming more muscle memory and so techniques are becoming like that. And so we're definitely able to play faster, more downhill, better eyes. So all of it's starting to come together.
The joint practice today versus preseason, do you prefer to play in these type environments where it's a little bit more control but the energy's up, or the preseason games where do you get a better judge of where you are and where the defense is?
That's a good question. Yeah, it's tough. It's obviously you want to win everything, and this was kind of the first look at a different team we got. So
and we won.
For me, it's super exciting. It's hard to say one's more exciting or the other, but it's just great to get a different team in here and get the guys going.
George with the follow, appreciate it.
Having talk trash over and over again, your own team, so it's exciting.
On the other side of the ball, and in this case it was on the other field, but knowing that Jayden Daniels is back looking sharp, doing all the things that he used to be able to do, what does that do for the confidence and energy of this whole team?
Oh, it's huge. It doesn't matter who's making a play as long as it's a guy on our team. He's one of the greatest playmakers in the league. We've all seen what he's capable of. When I wasn't here, I was like, dang, that dude's a playmaker. You just see it. You got to respect that, of him and what he's able to do with the ball in his hands. So it makes it better for the defense. If he's extending drives, we get a little more, breather. And when he's making big plays, we get, a lot more adrenaline, a lot more fuel. So it's like, stacks on each other. It's great.
Leo, you said that, they exposed a few things for you all out there. Where would you say the points of improvement you'd want to see coming off of this?
Oh, it's just details, it's from D-line to linebacker to, the back, the secondary. It's we all know what we need to work on. I had my things, and a lot of it, what Miami does well is their play action passes, play action, especially two back, and then they hit us with a bang eight or inside.
Shout out to the 15K likes, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Appreciate it.
Line, knowing what's play action. So it was definitely a great team to have, be able to work on our eyes.
Now that you get to look at a different offense besides yours, what do you appreciate about your offense, that what you've seen from them, what they've been able to do?
Yeah, you got dudes on our team now, like threats everywhere, on offense, and you got whatever it is, inline blockers, that's tight ends. You got guys that can do a lot of different skill sets. So I just see a lot of dudes that are flying off the ball, on our offense, and I respect the tight ends. I'll go back to them, how hard they block and, the job that they do is every single day in practice. And so that's just one area that I see. All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Man, shout out to Leo Chenal, man, with the presser, man. All right. Let's get into our quarterback, man, JD5, man. Let's see what he had to say after practice.
He just looked more comfortable as the days have gone by. Do you feel that way right now?
Yeah, I think, as reps and time goes on and you get more of a grasp in the field for who can run what route, how Blau's supposed to call it, and how he wants to call things. This is what practice is for. So day by day, I just try to come in and have control of the offense and get 1% better.
As far as some of the young guys like Jalen Bradley and, some of the other young ones, have they made an impression on you?
Yeah, their willingness and their eagerness to go out there and learn has been very big for their development so far. JB, Antonio, all those guys that came in just want to learn. We all been in it together, so we're all learning together. Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all just trying to get better each and every day.
Jayden, you had a bunch of throws down the field to receivers, Traylon, Van, whomever. It feels like you guys are almost, I don't say mid-season form with chemistry, but it feels like the chemistry's really picked up over camp. Is that fair?
Yeah, we're just putting in the work to get there. I wouldn't say we're in mid-season form. You wouldn't want to be in mid-season form right now, but we're just going day by day, really.
What have you kind of figured out about some of these receivers over the course of these few weeks, both in terms of just your comfort throwing to them, kind of knowing where they like the ball? How has that progressed?
I would say it's a mixture of both. Just having open communication about how I see routes being ran, who's good at what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, how can I put this type of throw, for this specific person and stuff like that. So you just go out there and just have a conversation about that. And you put it into full fruition out there on the field.
Jayden, when the offensive line loses a player like Laremy Tunsil as a quarterback, how does that change how you have to operate?
You can't replace LT. LT is one of one, but I got confidence in BC and the next man up mentality. So I trust all my teammates to go out there and perform and do their job.
And it looked like
y'all heard it from our quarterback himself. So we don't gotta keep speculating and wondering, man, what is it going to do for JD? Hey, look, man, you're never going to replace Laremy Tunsil this season, bro. You're just not going to do it, bro. But he got trust and faith and belief in that guy, Brandon Coleman, man. So, hey, let's believe in what our quarterback is saying. And you can go ahead and run with it. Man, that's a PC answer. True.
Like Stefon was making some plays out there today. I know it's only been about a week or so practicing with him, but what stood out about his game so far, and what's it like having a player like him in the room?
Man, it's awesome. Just his feeling for space. He's a dog. He goes out and makes plays. He brings energy. He's a leader. So I'm super happy to have Stefon in that room, not just for the offense, but just for the whole team in general.
Ask about another receiver. Antonio had a nice touchdown catch one of those first team periods. How has that connection grown so far throughout camp?
It's been good, man. Like I said, he's super eager to learn.
We need to focus more on the center situation than Tunsil, for sure. We need Nick Allegretti back out there.
We give him a tough time, but we know that he wants to go out there and work, and he wants to go out there and perform.
Definitely need to get Nick Allegretti out there, bro. It was some bad snaps. In today's practice, one of them got thrown over. Almost got thrown over Marcus Mariota's head. And he had to just, evade and scramble. But yes, we definitely need to get Nick Allegretti back on that field for sure, Mike. You hit the nail on the head.
Form, and he wants to earn the trust, and he's been doing that.
DQ hasn't decided yet who's playing Friday night.
Whichever way you go.
You've played in preseason games. You've done joint practices before. How does the intensity compare between the two?
I think you see. I don't know. I don't know. Football is football to me, so I don't know.
Jayden, you didn't have to run around in the pocket that much today, but you did a few times. For you, is it beneficial to see that kind of pressure now to prepare, later on for when you face it?
Yes and no. There's only so much I could. I guess you could do, because I'm not live. So, some might be sacks that aren't sacks, and stuff like that. So, I'm just trying to work my game, man. If they get pressure, work my game, keep my eyes down the field, get the secondary better for the other team.
Dr. Malika with the sent hobby. Thank you.
prepared.
Jayden, it's only a couple of weeks into camp. Obviously, we could all see you look healthy out there. But do you feel just as good as you did 2 years ago, like your old self can do everything you did? Or do you still have a little bit more to go to prove that to yourself?
I mean, I felt like this last year, so I wasn't hurt around this time last year. But, you know, it's year in, year out. So it's a new year. I don't want to compare what I did my first 2 years. Now I'm on a new season, a new year. So I'm just trying to be the best version of myself every day.
Jayden, you're about 2 weeks into camp. How do you feel with the offense, your comfort level, understanding the concepts? Where would you grade yourself in that regard?
I still got some
Dr. Malika with the times 14 goals, man. We was able to hit our live goal, man. Thank you so much, Doc. Appreciate it.
So we still got a long way to go.
Also, working with Coach Williams in the quarterback room,
Times
how's that been so far?
14 goal likes.
How
Thank you.
Bouncing ideas off him. How's it working with him?
It's been good, man. He's like it's like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So you can only imagine what that's like. You know, we butt heads and stuff like that, but it's all out of love. So I know he wants the best for me. He wants the best for everybody.
What do you say, Marcus Mariota?
Man, he's
so far. Also, working with Coach Williams in the quarterback room, how's that been so far?
Coach Williams. Okay.
Hey, Jay.
Go back and forth, but at the end of the day, it's all love. So super grateful to have him in the room.
Hey, Jayden, I came in all late. Where have you seen this offense grow the most so far?
I would say just our play style. The intentionality that we have, that Blau wants for our system. Guys stepping up, being leaders within the huddle. If we're not meeting the standard of, breaking the huddle and lining up, getting to the ball with some urgency, somebody else is saying it if I'm not saying it. So that's kind of the biggest thing. And then, as the days progress, just the intensity, the intentionality of, the concepts and stuff like that. Playing and play out, we're trying to get it perfect, but you're going to fail at practice. So.
And Amik Robinson, he was just talking about you out on the field. He said he has another appreciation for going up against you every day.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Amik Robinson, I just got a
brother,
chance to
I was
talk to
not
him.
there.
He
what
said
you
that
do?
going up against you in practice,
what we look like today against the Dolphins?
For you.
We look good, bro.
Oh, yeah.
O-line definitely got to clean up some things, but we look good. Defense look phenomenal. JD5,
he likes
phenomenal.
To jump a lot of routes. He's very smart. Has a lot of awareness to a lot of things, so he makes me better at making sure I put the ball in the right spot. If not, it's going to either be a PBU or it might be a pick.
All right. Appreciate it, Jay.
Appreciate y'all.
No problem, JQ. Appreciate you tuning in, my guy. Man, hit that follow button while you're here. But shout out to JD5, man, and I'm just going to read what Mike said, man. I love the way that JD5 is answering these questions, man. It shows how far he's matured. Man, shout out to JQ with the follow. Appreciate you, my guy. JD's mindset and mentality is how I can get better, where can I get better, and I don't want to keep dwelling in on what happened 2024. Us as fans can do that. He leading that up to us to keep, having that fight and that discussion with other fans and people like that nature. But he's focused on year 3, man. How can I make sure that when I step out on this field week 1, going into 2026, man, how can I be the best version or a better version of myself than I was those past 2 years? So whether it's how he's been taking care of his body, how he's gotten better as a passer, I saw the passing shit today. The way that he was, angling throws, the way that he was getting rid of the ball, not waiting for shit to open up down the field. Hey, if that running back shows clear and there's nobody within 2 yards of him, give the playmaker the ball. Throw that check down, man. That check down can get you 2 to 3 yards. And guess what that does? That continues to move the chains. That continues to put us in a position to get a first down. So you need 10 yards. You need 10 yards to get a first down, y'all. So if I can get 4 each play, y'all can do the math. 2024 is out back to me. Let's move on. Exactly, JQ. Like, that time is long gone. We came to we know what type of player we got in the locker room. I mean, as our quarterback, as our franchise QB. But he also has to get better as a guy, too. Shout out to the 20K likes. Let's go, man. Appreciate it. Man, we just hit 20K likes on this this live, man, on my TikTok page, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Appreciate everybody that hit the follow button so far, man. Again, this is where we talk all things Washington Commanders football. If you tuned in on this, on the TikTok channel, we also live on YouTube right now. Yeah, we dual streaming it up. We are live on both channels, man. So, hey, if you're new to the YouTube and you tuned in right now, man, hit that like button and also subscribe up to the channel, y'all. We trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, y'all. We are currently at probably about 876 subscribers, y'all. We need to try to get to that 1,000 mark, man. So even if you tuned in on the TikTok and you haven't subscribed up yet to my YouTube channel, man, the link is in my profile. Please click the link in my profile, man, and hit that subscribe button, y'all. We trying to really grind out. Your boy Simba has been really grinding these past 2 years, man, of trying to build this YouTube channel up and also my TikTok channel up, man. And I'm just trying to continue to go. I'm still getting better at how I deliver the content to y'all. I'm trying to go live a lot more because I can be a little bit more interactive with the fans. And read questions and react to them. I said you deserve it, Simba. Man, appreciate you, Mike, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. Real live Fox 5. Thank you so much, man. So to get all this support, to get every time I go live, I meet new people, I get different perspectives. I'm able to, hear different perspectives because that is what's needed with this fan base, y'all. The more and more that we can come together and talk and give our difference of opinions. You cannot agree with everything I say, and I'm fine with it. I don't want everybody just to agree with what I say. I want difference of opinions because guess what? I may not be looking at it from your purview, and it may change my mind. Luke McCaffrey is one to be, exact. Like, so, man, I appreciate everybody coming in here. This is why I want to do more and more lives as much as possible. I do pre-recorded content, but I don't get to get the instant, feedback from y'all with the pre-recorded, man. So the lives are definitely coming up, man. Preseason is here Friday. Washington Commanders will be taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'm a little upset because I was supposed to be going to the game, but I think I may be having a family dinner around that time or a little bit before that time. Hopefully it's before. Hopefully it's about like 4 o'clock. If it's at about like 4 o'clock, I think that I still will be able to be at the game for the first preseason game because I definitely want to see us bump. Y'all already know what's to come. Y'all already know Simba do pregame lives and we do postgame lives. So I'm going to talk pregame and I'm going to talk postgame. Like, I'm going to start that back up. I'm going to be live on TikTok. I'm going to be live on YouTube, man. So preseason going into, regular season, I will be doing pregame and postgame lives, y'all. We're going to talk. We're going to chop it up. We're going to discuss what we seen in the game and during preseason. How I feel about Diggs. Diggs is good, bro. Diggs is definitely coming along. He ran mostly with the twos today, but when he got out there with the ones, he still made pros. I mean, he still made plays out there. And it was beautiful to see him and Terry line up on the same side of the field. Diggs lined up on the outside, Terry on the inside, and just seeing these guys being able to work and get open and make plays is just like, God damn, bro. We actually now got a receiver that you gotta be focused on. Cause fuck around and find out. Diggs will hit y'all up for 1,000 yards. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's just me being real. Shout out to little bro in the building. What is good? What you pimping? Another 2 things that I wanted to touch on from practice, y'all. Notes that I took. I know it was reported from some people that I seen on Twitter. But in one of the 11 on 11s, Rashad White had a nice little play out the backfield, but then he came to the sideline, and he had to be worked on. It looked like he was just cramping up. It looked like he was a little bit dehydrated because they ran over there with some ice. They stretched out his leg and everything, and he was back up. I don't think he re-entered into practice, but that is one of the injuries. It didn't look like nothing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It didn't look like nothing. We probably gonna hear DQ talk about it tomorrow or Friday. But he did get back up. He was walking around. He didn't have to go to the back. Go into the locker room or nothing like that. He literally got stretched out. So I'm gonna assume that it was just a cramp. He was just cramping up during that time. And then also, man, the last play for our offense, man, we threw a slant to Williams. And this is, I think it was with the second unit. This was Williams. Bill was in the backfield. We had Diami out there, and we threw a quick slant to Antonio Williams. And as he caught the slant and started to get up the field, Bill was running right behind him, bro, and we had a pitch back. He pitched it back to him. That allowed Bill to get an extra 5 to 7 yards, 5 to 8 yards. And then my man Bill said, fuck all that, lowered his shoulder and took the DB up off his feet. And that's the way that practice ended, y'all. And I was just like, man, the whole crowd was fucking excited to see that type of physicality being brought by Bill, man. Bill definitely did have some nice runs today in 11 on 11s. He had some nice one-on-one work. Rashad White also had some nice cutbacks. We did have some good moments where we was able to get the ball to the edge from a run perspective. And then we had some moments where it got stuffed, y'all. And again, like I say, we got to get better. We got to continue to get better. They still had a phenomenal day. I think we put belt to ass to the Miami Dolphins in joint practice. And now we need to bring that shit out on Friday and put belt to ass on the scoreboard. That's what I'm expecting. That same play Detroit did in one game. Exactly. So David Blau is definitely dialing in the trickery, y'all. And hey, look, man, it's good to see that. It's good to see that. We saw one trick play with Cliff Kingsbury, and that was the pass to Luke McCaffrey, that didn't work out. It didn't work, and he tried to throw it to JD5. I forgot what game that was, but that was it. That's them extra pounds Bill put on. Exactly. So I'm excited to see that. Let me read your other comment, Mike. I'd rather watch you and Louis T because he has a diva mentality and don't interact and don't interact with us like you do. Shout out to Louis, no disrespect. Nah, shout out to Louis TV, man. Everybody has their different formula, bro. And I would never I applaud every content creator, man, that's willing to get in front of a camera and give their perspective on our team. Because a lot of people are not willing to do that. And you can do it. I would never tell nobody, nah, bro, don't do no content, bro. If you feel like you got it in you to go buy a camera and you can sit in front of it and get your perspective, I love interacting with y'all. I love hearing y'all perspective, and I'm going to read them out. I'm not going to read out a whole bunch of negative shit. Y'all already know that. After a while, I might read out a little bit of it, just to, have that friendly banter with other, fans. But after a while, that shit, like, if you ever talking about injury to our QB and others, I'm not reading that shit. And I'm just going to keep moving it on. But I love interacting with my community, y'all, on TikTok and on YouTube. The community that I'm building, I love interacting with y'all, man, because it's what I love to do. I literally can sit here and talk to y'all all fucking day. Now, I got a wife and 2 kids upstairs, but that won't allow me to do that. But I love talking football, and especially about my Washington Commanders with y'all, man. And I love hearing y'all opinion because I've been told I'm a delusional-ass fan. I root for the team when there's no need to root. And it's not rooting, but it's just like I'm realistic. I can call out our bullshit. Don't get me wrong. If you're playing bad, you're playing bad. But I am a lot more optimistic about our team. And that can be delusional, I guess. I don't give a fuck. People ask me why did I watch what was that, 2023 season when we had no shot in hell, and I'm watching the game and cheering for my team as if we got a playoff chance. And even my own good man like, hey Simba, why are you so geeked up right now that y'all scored a touchdown? Y'all got no playoff hope. I said, I don't give a fuck. I want to see my team win by any means. I don't give a fuck if it's week 17 with no chance or a chance. Call me delusional. I don't give a fuck. What my man just say? Bill put on those 7 to 8 pounds of muscle too. Exactly. And Mike just said the same thing. Bill definitely looks like he's going to be 1,000-yard running back. Call it what you want. I think that nigga can definitely touch 1,000 yards. Like, if we run the ball as I expect David Blau to utilize the run game and heavy as I think he should and will, I can see Bill touching 1,000 yards, bro. And he's gotten better as a pass pro guy. I know we've seen some of the footage of him going up against our linebackers, and it didn't look too good. But the dude had a nice run block, a nice pass block in the 7-on-7s, I think on 11-on-11s, when he came up and stuffed and stalemated the linebacker. So he's getting better. He's getting better. This is year 2 for him. Remember when Sam Howman was balling like an MVP for like 6 weeks? Had all of us hyping 2023? Yeah. And we quickly found out, hey, chill out, y'all. Y'all niggas ain't got what y'all think y'all got. Shout out to Sam Howell, man. I don't think that it was just a bad organization, bro. I don't hold nothing against Sam Howell, man. He definitely could have been serviceable. Don't get me wrong. Found out real quick for sure. Bill would have had 1,000 if he didn't get hurt. He was 300 yards away. Exactly, Mike. And y'all already know my perspective when we talked about going into the draft. Give me Jeremiah Love. Give me Jeremiah Love. I said, did y'all not see what Bill did? What probably, out of all the top running backs, like he was like under 250 carries, and he had 825 yards rushing. And he got pulled for some games and got hurt because he couldn't, he was looking bad in pass pro. So just imagine if he would have had those 3 or 4 games where he was getting, a heavy dose of the runs. My man would have been 1,000-yard rusher his rookie year. I see the potential in the build, bro. I see what he can be as a running back. He can be a home run hitter. He can be a guy that can get it to the outside, and he can be an in-between the tackle runner. I see the moves. I see it. I definitely see it. Now he got to work on, keeping that ball tucked in high, get that cover hand, cover that thing up, cover all points when he, going through them holes. But I like the potential and the upside to build, man. Again, I know everybody want the big name guy, the guy that's a Bijan Robinson, fucking Jahmyr Gibbs, but that ain't what we got, y'all. We got Bill. And I'm fucking with Bill. Bill definitely would have had 1,000 if he got 200 plus. He had 200, but the guys that was all hitting the stack was in the 280 ranges and up. He was at like 220 something or like 205. Just imagine if he was. Man, come on, man. I ain't that delusional. I can see that if this nigga got the pill more, and we was running that under center type of offense, that pro style West Coast style offense, a little bit more. Man, my man would have been 1,000 yards running back, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think tomorrow we are off, right? I think tomorrow we are off. I don't think we're going to practice due to this joint practice, and we're going to get ready. We might do a walkthrough or something like that. So if I don't go live tomorrow to discuss day 13 of training camp or whatever like that, what I think I might do, man, I think I might do a panel live tomorrow and just cool it and kick it with y'all, man, on the TikTok side. I haven't done anything exclusively for you all. And I think you all deserve that. You all deserve just, my attention and us just to be able to talk football. So I think I'm going to set up a panel where everybody can just come in. If you want to come in and talk, and we can just chat about, and if any other fans want to just, come in and throw in their little hoopla, they can do that, man. They can definitely do that. They can definitely do that, and we can just talk football, man. So I think I might just do an exclusive live just for TikTok tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, so if you see me go live, just tune in. I'm not gonna give y'all time because I don't want to be wrong, and I don't go live at that given time, y'all. So y'all would definitely. I think I'm gonna do a panel tomorrow. I gotta make sure everything good with wifey and the kids, man. I agree. We got a better player at 7 with our pick. We didn't need Love. Our running back room is fine. I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you. And yes, y'all already know how I felt about Sony Styles, bro. Like, give me an athletic linebacker that we can have for the next 10 to 15 years, God willing, and let him ball out. And I can go and get me a... Nah, man, I ain't gonna say that. But with that being said, man, thank y'all for tuning in today, man. Day 12 is in the books. Joint practice, we took belt to ass. Preseason game 1 is on Friday at 7 p.m., man. Make sure y'all tune in. We are going to do pre-game, pre-live and post-live, and discuss what we talked, what y'all seen. If y'all even watch the game, I know a lot of people may not watch the preseason, but I'm going to be live talking about it. So I'll catch y'all on the next stream, man. Raise hell. I'm up out of here, y'all.